Alright, so we got translated patch notes by our favorite Grand Cross database. And most of the important stuff, because there was just a lot of fluff, packs and stuff. So she's just like, okay, I'm gonna get the important stuff out of the way here and put on the translations here, the things that actually matter. We got some corrections from the initial translations that we got earlier that weren't from Grand Cross database. One thing is a little big, that it made me a little bit question the choices that Marble had here, but mostly not big stuff. And we're gonna talk about the new. What is the name of the thing? Let me actually scroll down. Well, it should be here actually. The holy relic. That is this holy relic thing. I love it. So far, so far with the info that we have, I love it. But yeah, so we're gonna have, of course, a new chapter of Ragnarok. Not much information was given about it. Of course, it's a new chapter. Like the 2D, it is 2D. It definitely is the 2D picture of the new character there. She looks like my girlfriend, actually. But so of course I think she's attractive. In our squad, with the Wolf Boy as well. I wonder when he's coming out. And quick corrections on the initial translation. If you watched the first video, I mentioned that in the translation that we got that Brynhilder's passive was increases the hero's basic stats by 12% per hero alive, and that was incorrect. It's for every ally alive. So to me, the way it was in the initial translation, maybe that was a little too strong for PvP. But right here, I don't see why her passive doesn't work in PvP, and then increases the hero's all stats by 8% when an ally dies. This passive would be perfectly fine for PvP. Would she be strong? Yes. This is a strong passive. Would she be broken? Probably not. Have you seen PvP? I'm being serious. Have you seen PvP? She would be good for sure. Like, especially with her cards. She has 2 hard-hitting cards, Detonate and Power Strike, which Detonate is for each orb the enemy has, you do extra 20% damage, and Power Strike is you do more damage the more resistance the enemy has, and she would definitely hit really hard, especially if like 2 of your allies die, increases all stats and stuff. I don't know, like she would hit really hard, but like I can't see why it doesn't work in PvP. I cannot see why this passive doesn't work in PvP the way it is, or deathmatch for that matter. Like, she wouldn't even be broken, quote unquote, for Belmoth because she has a long range card that doesn't work on him. Like, yeah, this card would be decent, but this card would be good, but it's a long range card, so it doesn't work. Like, if she had both, like, I guess melee hitting, I don't know. If she had both, it is like melee and long range, I don't know. If she had like both short range attacks, sure. I guess she would be like stupid good for Belmoth. But it's not. One of them is long range. I don't get. Genuinely, I am really questioning the Marble's decision to make her not work in PvP and deathmatch. It makes no sense to me. And her ult actually, was heals all allies based on the damage she deals as well. So, like for activities that her passive works, she's probably gonna be very good, but that's almost none, really. Like from the activities that you do most of the game, what you're gonna farm food with her? You're not. She doesn't have AoE skills. It's like I don't get it, man. For farming activities, she's not good because she doesn't have AoE skills. I don't get it, but that's the thing. DN also a little correction on her ultimate, but so DN we already went through. In PvP removes up to 3 buffs and debuffs on the enemy when the hero is a skill. For each buff or debuff removed by this effect, increases damage dealt by 40%. So she is a unit created solely with the purpose to counter Margaret, which came a month ago. I think it's really like soon for them to make a counter for her, but anyways. On the gameplay, so I didn't show the gameplay, that was a mistake of mine on my video going through and in depth with them and giving my opinions. The videos are very long, so I forgot about them. In the Japanese live stream, they showed gameplay of Diane versus Margaret. Interestingly enough, the Diane team was using Margaret, but the other team was using Blue Drow, Green Galfer, Margaret, which is my current favorite team, I think, for Margaret. Not Death Pierce, and I'm not gonna show the gameplay because it's stupid, but maybe I have to pull it up. I think I have to. The Margaret team that's being countered, these are my subscriptions, by the way, if you want to take a look at them. My sub box is a little diverse. The Margaret team that's being countered is just really stupid. Like, they make a terrible play, and this is the Korean one. I'm stupid. The Japanese one is this one. It's at the end of the Japanese one. I think they're doing the event right there. It's before this. Yeah, right here. So they have so this is the Margaret with Drow and Green Galfer. Very interesting here. Using HP defense for Margaret. First of all, cringe. Okay? Not how you want to run her. And the other team is using Diane, Margaret, and Galfer. And I'm trying to see like exactly when... Okay, this is exactly when the match starts. And I'm going to put in ×2 so it doesn't take too long here. So, the Drow team goes first. And it ranks up Margaret twice. And instantly pops in... This is... If I knew there was a buff removal character in the other team, I would never, ever pop my buff card like that. That's just plain stupid. But anyways, they do that, which is already a bad move. And they show right here a big limitation with Diane. Diane can only remove 3 buffs at a time, and Margaret pops up 5 buffs. So this is what happens right here. Diane attacks both Drow. This, I guess you can see the cards on this side. I like how JP does it actually. Over Korea just has like one player's point of view, and then you can see the other's cards. Like if you're just a YouTuber like me and Speedy, you know, you don't want to sing command and post. Okay, that's fine, I guess. But like, they have the whole setup with like multiple people doing it for them. See right here, Margaret lost the 3 buffs, which would increase her base stats, but not the extra 50% damage and 40% damage reduction. And attack Drow as well to remove the buffs as well. And right here, oh my god, again, how I would run Margaret: attack crit with Death Pierce in the back. This guy, no Death Pierce, no attack crit. He pops in the Margaret buff card when he already has a Margaret buff. Right here, he pops up the Drow blue card, which is not a bad play. The Margaret blue card and the level 3. If he had even with HP defense, if he had popped the Drow card and the two AoEs, he would have killed. He would have wiped. But no, he made a terrible play. Right here, terrible play. And again, if he had popped both attacks right here with HP defense, he would have killed them. But let's go a step further. If he had attack crit, he would have killed them. It's just, and they lost. The Margaret team lost. But again, terrible showcase. Maybe Diane has a different team that she can use. But right there, it just showed the limitations of the end, and it just solidifies me saying you should skip this banner. If you don't care about how good looking these characters are, because they look really good. Inflicts damage equal to 500, fills ultimate gauge by 2, it's same skill as a Green Escanor. And then she has a single target attack disabling skill, decent. I would have actually much preferred if she had the AoE skill from Gelfer. I think they... That's kind of dumb. They didn't give her AoE skills because they knew she would be able to remove everyone's buffs if she had an AoE skill. See, I think that for PvE activities that the enemy has buffs, this unit in his blue, this unit could be very, very good, but like I'm just not really putting that much faith that I'm going to lose against at the end with my Margaret. I really don't think so. Then her ultimate increases all allies damage dealt by 7% for 2 turns, inflicts damage equals to 500 to all enemies, and then it goes, the more ult level you have, this percentage on the damage goes up, the allies' actual damage, and, you know, the damage inflicted itself. The ult, so I already closed it. They ended the match with an ult. The ult hit really hard, but I don't know. Not a big fan of how they designed these two characters. The banner, so the banner is terrible, by the way. Coin Shop Merlin, Coin Shop Diane, Reverse Ellie Hawk. I believe that is blue Ellie Hawk, not red. Red is a summer Ellie Hawk. So this should be blue Ellie Hawk. Yes, Ellie Hawk reverse. So blue Ellie Hawk, Death Pierce, Dowdry, Zarathus, Red Jericho. Blue Dociel is making a comeback. Chandler, actually, okay. Between Ludo and Chandler, that's actually not bad, but the other fluff can go. Celeber Arthur if you don't have him for Bond. 10 Commandments Drow, that's green Drow. Monspeed and Fraudron, I'm assuming these are these a coin shop? No, I'm actually gonna look this up. I think that's green Drow. Yeah, Drow 10 Commandments. I'm assuming that's green Fraudron, yeah. So it's green Fraudron and red Monspeed. It's a bad banner. It's a really bad banner. Cosmetics, of course. There's a roulette that gets some card packs. I am in hopes I'll finally get a SSR card. Hopefully. Diamond spending event. If you do 600, you can get up to this. Not worth it, you know. Honestly, if I was free to play, or not even free to play, if I just wasn't a YouTuber, I would not summon this banner, even with the diamond spending event. It's just not worth it. I would save my gems for Slime. The Slime collab is probably coming. And yeah. So this is the biggest thing for me. The Holy Relic system. So there's not much that should put here, but the Holy Relic system is honestly one of the most exciting things they showed in a long time. Let me go back to the Korean stream here real quick. This is the Holy Heroic system. They're making a second passive for every character in the game. And the way you acquire the second passive is by getting the Holy Heroic weapon. And you can get it by grinding the new event with the big bird. And there's not much info on these events. We saw gameplay, but there's not much info on how it is on the higher difficulties, if it's really difficult. But they played the easiest difficulty, and it wasn't hard, but with the difficulty that the easiest one was, I'm going to assume that the hardest one will be tough. So you play this event, you grind it, and you can make the Holy Heroic weapons, and you can see Bonds looks absurdly good. Bond's holy heroic weapon looks absurdly good. We only got to see a few of the weapons. Lilia's, it looks themed for Lilia. They're making themed weapons for these characters. Twigo got a shiny angel sword, whatever. He got like a, you know, if you watch Dragon Ball Super, no Trunks' sword. He got Trunks's he got Trunks's hope sword. It's it looks good actually, and every one of these characters are getting a second passive. So how they're doing this is they're releasing in batches of characters, and I thought that what they were doing is only for 5 specific characters, but no, they're actually releasing for every version of those characters, not just because they showed a picture of Purgatory Bond, but they're actually releasing for the other bonds as well. So Grant's Database has a list of all the holy weapons here. So all the weapons have a second passive for that character. Purgatory Bonds is whenever an ally dies, increases the hero's max HP by 15%. Of course, it's a match made to Bond. And this is my favorite. This one is my favorite of all. Brawler Bond, just good old Brawler Bond, is getting increases damage dealt to enemies by 25%. Unconditional. A straight up increases damage dealt by 25%. I love it. This one is my favorite. Adventurer Bond, which is the nunchuck bond. Am I getting them mixed up? I think I'm not. I hope I'm not getting them mixed up. I think I'm not. Adventurer Bond should be the one with the nunchucks. Whenever the hero's attack lands as a crit, increases the hero's attack by 10%, limits to 5 times. That's decent as well. I'm assuming that even though if it's AoE and you crit all 3 doesn't count, but that's decent as well. Lilia of Desire. This is, of course, Red Lilia, the one with the dragon that we saw, of course, the gauntlet. For each debuff on the enemy, increases basic stats of the hero by 10%. So, of course, if you're using her with the King team, it's just... I'm definitely getting Purgatory Bonds first. I don't know when I'm getting Lilia. Regular Lilia, when a debuff is cleansed on the hero, recovers 15% of diminished HP. Not that great. Twigo is super interesting. Super interesting. At the start of the battle for 2 turns, increases the hero's HP related stats by 30% and taunt the enemy. What I want to see is if he's in the back, when he pops in, like let's say you're using Purgatory Bond, you already have Purgatory's Bond Gauntlet, now you have Twigo's sword as well. If, let's say Excalibur Arthur died because he got beat up, right? If Twigo pops in, does his taunt apply then? If it does, I'm getting Twigo second. It's gonna be Bond, then Twigo. Like, I'm definitely getting Brawler Bond up there as well, but it's gonna be Purgatory Bond and Twigo. For sure. Jillian, when the hero receives damage, recovers the hero's max HP by 20% at the start of ally turn. Wow. It's like a better version of the Lilia one. Elione, big man, reduces damage received from the enemy by 40% on top of the damage reduction that he already has from his stance. 30, 45, 75. I love these. And I hope and pray they won't make a 2 pay to win where it's like it's really difficult to get the materials and it takes super long and all the whales are gonna day one. I don't think they're not selling the materials, at least for now, and I hope they don't sell for, if they ever sell, I hope they don't sell for a while. I hope this is not something that's going to be really difficult or long to grind. Maybe even if the stage is difficult in the highest difficulty, you can do a lower difficulty that you can do. Hope it's not too difficult to grind. Hope it's possible to just get this and not have to purchase anything. If so, amazing system. Love it. Absolutely love it. Of course, some characters are going to be favorite more than others. Again, Mage Lilia got very cocked. I think hers is trash. In comparison to, honestly, all the others. Maybe... Yeah, really, all the... Like, even the Jillian one is good. Like... It's really bad. Unless you have, like, 10 debuffs on you. It's, like, really bad. But really excited for Baller Bond. Really excited for Purgatory Bond. Really excited for Twigo. My man. And, yeah, that's the thing. So this is how the new thing looks like, the new mission or whatever. You fight the big bird, and you can't actually, you know, retry the stage. I think for you have to, like, if you lose, you have to back and go all the way from the beginning. And I believe so. Player for a party of 4, you will be like a 4v4, but you will only have one boss. Like, but all 4 characters will be on the field. The registered stats of the units will not be changed after the lock-in. The battle resets every Monday. So, for what I can tell on the image right here, and on the stream, so every week the reward will reset from here, and you get 6 every week if you beat all 3. So 1, 2, and 3, 6, and you need a bunch of these to get the my god, to get the relic, or the holy relic. They show somewhere here. You need 15, so you need at least the first 3 weeks. So yeah, it's gonna take, like, you know, 3 weeks in average, because, you know, you can only get 12 in 2 weeks. So you're gonna need, you know, 3 weeks in average, 2 weeks and a half in average to get one done. Plus you need these other materials, which I don't know how hard they're gonna be to get, because they are farmable, and I think you can just beat it as many times as you want. I have so many tabs open. You can just beat it as many times as you want. You just, you know, waste stamina. So you can grind these other materials right here, but you can't grind this one. This one I didn't see how to grind it, but these two, of course, you can just grind normally. So just hope they don't sell at least this material right here. They're definitely gonna sell it 100%. Expect that they're gonna sell it. Hopefully they'll leave some time for us to grind and not have, you know, whales just dominate with their special weapons. But for now, I like the system. So yeah, this is what's coming. Honestly, other than the characters, good. This is good. This event right here is a permanent event. You're gonna grind every week. I like it. I like the Holy Relic. I really want to see how the ones is gonna look like. The ones, Lost Fang, Assault Melee, Zeldris, all the cool characters. I really want to see how they're gonna look. Oh my god, Esterosa. Esterosa, please give Esterosa the coolest weapon. I really want to see how they're gonna look like. Oh, faster Westerosa. I'm just thinking, man. Oh, I'm really excited. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, a lot of people, you know, don't like them shitting on the new characters, but it's just how I see it. But anyways, I still simp.